I've got my own bike park, all mountain bike trails. Get in there! I wanted to announce this for so long. I've been sorting out stuff, you know, sorting out the insurance and all that sort of stuff. But we're here now, so let me show you around. This is Exeter Bike Park. Well, this was it being built in 2021, but as of me taking it over, it's looking a little bit different. Yeah, it's looking a little bit different. In the 2 and a bit years it's been closed, nature's really started to take over. But underneath all of this grass and brambles, there is still a bike park, and we're gonna steal it back from nature. Now, believe it or not, I'm actually currently stood on like the rolling kind of area, and there's 4 different lines to the bottom of the hill down there. As you can see, it's pretty overgrown. It's very overgrown. I'm going to be making daily videos on getting this place open. A lot of mowing, a lot of trimming, and a lot of weed killing. There's a couple of the jumps that need to be redone, and the berms obviously shaped up and stuff. You can see it's quite wet right now. I'm going to try and show you guys around and give you a little bit of an idea where the lines are. It's going to be hard to see until we get rid of all of these weeds and grass and brambles. And to make it even cooler, there's a motocross track right there. Obviously, I'm not going to be involved in that. I've already said we've got a long way to go before this place is ready to open. Satisfying transformation, because you can barely see the trails right now. And hopefully when we're finished, you'll be able to see the trails. I'm going to try my hardest to show you guys around, but you might have to use your imagination a little bit. But I'm going to try and show you the bits where you can actually see underneath the grass, you know. Let's have a little look. So satisfying seeing that fully clear and ready for people to actually ride. Oh, my socks are soaked. I'm currently walking down the far left trail, which so far is quite downhill with some pumpers, leading to what looks to be 2 tabletops, and then a nice run up for like a hipped jump over there. Let's go have a little look. Definitely wasn't a good idea me wearing shorts today, but legs are being lit up by stinger nettles. I've just walked over them 2 tabletops I was speaking about a minute ago. And then you have a nice straight with a couple of pumpers. After them rollers, which you could double and get maximum speed, you've got this hipped corner jump here, which I'm currently stood in the middle of, which is probably about 10, 11 foot long. Landing you down here. Getting you down to more fun towards the bottom of the hill. This trail looks likely to be my favourite personally. You've got like a little wedge sort of kicker here, a little home for rabbits. Keep one of them on a lead as a pet. Anyway, after that rabbit hole, flying down here, where you're then met with this berm. And then after that berm, it just ends with a little tabletop at the bottom, leading you back down to the bottom of the mountain bike trails. I'm going to try and show you some more of them, even though the weather is awful. Sort of doing this as like a before and after. Well, I should try and get up there. I can make it up there. Way up, way up. Yeah, he's up. Of course he is. He's an athletic machine, that's why. Oh. Flying down there. Straight around the corner. Straight away into that second berm. Doodly-doo-doo-doo. Oh God. Where you're then met with this tabletop. Oh, that's actually quite nice, to be fair. Decent sized tabletop. What I like about these jumps is that they look quite forgiving. Pretty much anyone can ride them. After that rolling, you've then got this nice looking berm. I like the look of this. You can get up really high up here and it'll just ping you out down the bottom. Where by the looks of things, you've got 2 decent sized jumps on the left, or you can branch off right. But this berm, I like this. And then this is where it starts to get very overgrown and quite hard to even understand what's going on. I'm currently stood on the blue line, and you can branch off left down here where you can join a different trail, or you can stick to the blue, which is very mellow. It's more just rollers, and there's even a little bit of uphill, but still for kids or beginners it's perfect. There is some jumps, like there's this little step down here on the blue, and parallel to it is that trail that I said you can branch off from. There's loads of different transfers and stuff you can do here. It's like very, very mellow. Down this way, catch that berm there, second berm down the hill, then you're being flung off towards that massive bramble bush, which I'm pretty sure is 2 tabletops. One of the main reasons I've come here today, obviously apart from announcing it to you guys, is to see what needs to be done. And obviously, if you look around, there's a lot. But one of the main things is obviously getting it up together so it's compliant with insurance. Anywhere 3 meters from the actual trail, any barbed wire needs to be covered. And a lot of it is, but there's some bits that aren't. So there's 1, 2, 3 bays that aren't. So you can imagine if you're coming off this blue trail, straight into them barbed wire, it's not going to look good. Also, a hell of a lot of stuff to clear. Like, this is 3 years of nature just taking over this land. So there's brambles, there's weeds, there's grass, there's rabbit holes. That's why I wanted to come today and figure out what I need to buy, what I need to do. And don't get me wrong, when this place opens, it's not going to be perfect. I think I'm going to need the people that ride it to sort of tell me what they think needs to be changed. I might do like a reduced ticket price for the first couple of rides, do like a survey for the riders sort of thing. I'm currently going down that steep bit with that berm at the top. Look at all of these brambles. Currently at the bottom of that trail that runs parallel with the blue. And this is that big tabletop, or double, or gap, whatever it is, I don't know. But it's covered in brambles. But I'm gonna get out of here now. I'm in like a bowl of overgrownness. Straight after that tabletop, or it could be another gap, I don't know. You've then got quite a steep takeoff for another decent sized gap. Don't get me wrong, it's not massive, it's probably 10 foot, I'd say. There's another massive tabletop there, and even to another. What I love about this place is that when it was open, it wasn't just mountain bikers, it was also quite a few BMXs and dirt jumpers that rode it. Because obviously it's not super rooty and technical, and the ground is kind of like a BMX track, really. So it's good for all riders, really. That's the motocross track behind me, and the toilets are up here. They are, the dunnies. And I am drenched on my feet. Oh, look at my feet. Oh, look at that.